Welcome crafters to today's Scrapbooking Made Simple. We're going to work with some Minte papers, and this one's from the old Manor collection. So whatever decorative papers you have is going to work for this particular layout, as long as they've got some large images printed on them as on the Minte papers. So any Minte collection will work. Other paper collections, I'm not sure, so you'll have to work that out with what you have in your stash. I'm going to work with a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I started with white but ended up changing to black, and you'll need 2 pieces of the decorative paper to use. So choosing one to become your background, I've chosen this cracked background. I just really liked it. I'm just cutting that down to 11.5 by 11.5 inches on your paper trimmer, and that will become your base. So it's up to you with what papers you want to use. It is totally fine to use what I have if you've got the old Manor collection or using anything that you have in your stash. So as I said, I've laid it down on the white here, but didn't particularly like it, so ended up changing to black later on. So then it is time to fussy cut. I know it's not everyone's favourite cup of tea, and if you have the large images already cut out or already available in some other way, if you've got a large die cut or anything that you would like to use, you're more than welcome to do that. But I fussy cut the images from the cardstock, and I fussy cut enough to add this piece that I'm cutting now up to the top left, and then I've cut 2 small elements, one for the right hand side up the top and then one for the right hand side down the bottom, as you will see through this video. So I'm going to put some music on and speed up my fussy cutting just a little bit, so you may like to pause it here or keep following along with the music to cut out the elements that you need. Once you have finished fussy cutting those larger elements, you can place them on to your cardstock, and this is where I just feel that the white isn't doing enough. And so I swap over to a black piece of cardstock as my background, which I think made it just stand out a lot more, which I really liked. So at this point, you can adhere everything down so you know where everything is going. I didn't, and the next thing I did was cut my photo mats. So again, from black cardstock, I've cut the photo mats, 2 of them at 4¼ by 6¼ and then I ended up cutting some photo placeholders from white cardstock out of cut those at 6 inches by 4 inches. So you don't have to do the placeholders if you're going to add photos directly on them, but being a sample page, I just added the white cardstock on. So this black cardstock is cut at 6¼ by 4¼ and cutting 2 of them. So I chose to add them to the page on a landscape, having one and trying to figure out what size I wanted to do the second one, and if I wanted to make it a bit smaller or how I wanted it to look. So I ended up cutting it at the same size because it really made the most of the layout, having it at the larger size. And it makes it easy because you're not cutting down photos or changing anything like that. So having them on the horizontal, the landscape, they do overlap a little, but I didn't mind that. Just have to watch that when you're sticking them down, just to not stick that corner piece that is overlapping, so you'll be able to tuck your photo in before. So as I said before, I cut out a couple of photo placeholders, but this isn't a necessary step. You can just save the space for your photos to go directly on to the black cardstock. This was just to show where the photos would be. Okay, so once we've got to this stage, you're able to start sticking things down and sorting out where you're going to, like once you're happy with everything, where everything is, putting everything together, and then cutting out any more elements that you want to use or adding any more embellishments. You can use the elements page from the collection that you have. I ended up cutting out some more of the imagery from the decorative cardstock, just individual pieces to layer up that bottom right hand corner. But it's up to you at this stage as to how far you go with your embellishments and what you like to add on. I didn't do this step, but you could even add a bit of a splatter on. We know we love a splatter in the background to really amplify what's going on. So just take ownership of your page and where you want to go with it. It's loads and loads of fun and so many places to go with such a simple layout. So as I said, I'm going to fussy cut out some elements and then stick everything down. So again, I'm going to speed up the video just a little, add some music on so you can work along with it, or pause the video now as you fussy cut your elements. once you have everything stuck down on your layout, grab a black gel pen and then go around all of the elements on the page. So I've gone around the borders as like where everything's stuck down, but then went in on the individual elements that were printed on the cardstock to really highlight them and make them pop. And I just kept going until I was happy with how it looked. And this is where you can come in with a glitter pen or a gel pen. You can grab some glossy accents to add to your flowers. Have loads of fun just making the page pop for you. what you're looking for and what you're happy with. So enjoy just putting all those finishing touches on, adding a title as well to your page and working out what photos you want to go with it, any extra embellishments that you want to add on, or any glitter or glossy accents, whatever you feel is going to finish the page for you. It's a really great, fun way of making a simple, easy page with the elements that you have available to you with the cardstock, but then just helping them stand up and stand out with the black gel pen. So have fun finishing off your layout. I look forward to seeing what you create with this design, and we'll see you at the end. Hope you have enjoyed creating this layout today, and please share your design and your completed page with us. We'd love to see them. We look forward to seeing you next time.